Hey gang, Mr. Carey here. Spiral review for Thursday. You ready? Here we go. Question number one, you had to give me two fractions for the shaded amount in this picture. Well, the first one's easy enough. We want to count all of the rectangles or squares that we see inside the shape. There are a total of 9, and then there are 6 that are shaded. So one fraction would be 6/9. Now, what we've been doing is we've been looking for completed rows or columns. And you probably noticed that these two rows are not completed. Is there a way, though, that we could have moved one of the pieces to a different spot? I hope that you saw that. We could look at this row here. This top one is completed. And if I were to take this piece and move it up here, that would complete that other row. Were you able to see that? I think that you probably were. So I'm still going to have a total of how many rows going across? I'm going to have a total of 3 rows. And then if I move that piece up, if I were to shade this and then get rid of that, I'd end up with 2 rows out of 3. We can check and see if fractions are equivalent by cross multiplying. We want to go from the bottom to the top, denominator to numerator. 9 times 2 is 18. 3 times 6 is 18. Those are equivalent fractions. You could have had 6/9 and 2/3. Number 2, you wanted to give a mixed number and an improper fraction for this picture here. Now yours was in a longer line. I needed the space. Okay? Mixed numbers are mixed because they have a whole number and a fraction. I have 5 squares. Are they all colored in? No. How many of the squares are entirely shaded? Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's going to be my whole number. My fraction will come from this one that's not entirely shaded. What fraction of this picture is shaded? There's 1 part out of 3. So it's 4 and 1/3. Now, when you go to do the improper fraction, an improper fraction is simply this. They're all in thirds. Your denominator always stays the same. Now you simply want to see if each piece of this is 1/3, how many thirds do you have altogether? How many thirds are in this picture? 3. How many are in this one? 3. How many are in this one? 3. How many are in that one? 3. How many are in this one? Be careful. 1. So I've got 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3, 9 plus 3, 12 plus 1 more. There are 13 thirds shown in that picture. 13 thirds. Next, you had to name the polygons. What's our first rule with naming a polygon? We want to do what? Count the sides. Okay, count the sides. A lot of times that'll help us with what it is. First one has 3 sides. A 3-sided polygon is a triangle. These are reviews, so I'm going a little bit faster. Okay? Next, 5-sided polygon. A 5-sided polygon is called a, got it? Pentagon. A pentagon. 5 sides. This one is a 4-sided polygon. 4-sided polygons are called quadrilaterals. Could we have put quadrilateral? Yes, we could have. Is quadrilateral the best name for this figure? It's not. It's just like saying I'm a mammal. But people don't see me go, hey, mammal, how you doing? Okay? My best name, Mr. Carey, is Mr. Carey. The best name for this figure, because it has 1 pair of parallel sides, the best name for this is, I heard it, yeah, trapezoid. Yes, I heard it. A trapezoid. So, naming our polygons based on their sides. All right, number 4, we have an addition problem and a subtraction problem. We always want to start our addition in the ones place. If we have too many ones, we then regroup to the tens place, and you do that so on down and down, further down with your place value. Biggest number you can put in any place is the number 9. So anything greater than 9, we're going to have to regroup. Okay, here in the ones place, 1 plus 9 is 10. We're going to leave the 0, regroup the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 and 1 is 9. Do I need to regroup? No, I can put that in the tens place. That's a 9. In my hundreds place, I have 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. I will leave 1 and regroup 1. I'm going to put my comma down here. All my commas go in a straight line. Hundreds, or thousands place, excuse me. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 and 3 is 6. I don't have to regroup there. 4 plus 1 is 5, and I get the number 56,000. We say 1,000 at the comma, 190. 56,190. Got a 0 in the ones place. Is it odd or even? Even. Good. Zeros make it an even number. Second part of number 4, subtraction. Ones place. 7 minus 8. Can I subtract there? No. I have to get more ones. Where do you get more ones from? From the tens. Whenever you borrow and regroup, you change how many places? 2. First place gets smaller. Next place gets larger. Smaller and then larger. So I'm going to borrow and regroup. Smaller here, that's going to make it 2. 7 becomes 17. 17 minus 8 is 9. Tens place, 2 minus 2. Can I do that? I can. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now I've got 0 minus 6 in the hundreds place. Can I do that? No. Where do you get more hundreds from? From the thousands. Are there any there? There aren't. I have to get more thousands first. You still only changed 2 places. I'm going to go to the 10,000s to get more thousands. So I'm going to change 2 places. Smaller and then larger. Smaller here is going to make that a 3. This 0 is going to change to a 10. Stop. Changed 2 places. Now go back to where you were. Hundreds place. Can I subtract? No. Can I get more hundreds now? Yes. Regroup. Borrow, regroup. Smaller, larger. 10 is now going to get smaller. It's a 9. 0 gets larger. It's now a 10. And now we can subtract. 10 minus 6, 4. 9 minus 4, 5. 3 minus 1, 2. And we get 25,000. We say 1,000 at the comma, 409. Got a 9 in the ones place. Odd or even? Odd number. 9 is an odd number. All right, last one. We have this shape. It's a square. We only have one measurement. It's telling me that this side is 4. Well, how am I going to figure out the other sides? Well, if it's a square, what's true about it? All the sides are the same. So if this is 4, this is 4, this is 4 inches, and this is 4 inches. Okay? So now we have to find the perimeter. To find the perimeter, we go around the outside. Perimeter goes around the outside of something. If you have a fence in your yard, the fence goes around the perimeter of your yard. All right? To find the perimeter, we add our way around. So 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 8 is 16. This has a perimeter of 16 inches. Okay? Then we want to find the area. The area. All right? To find the area, we would count we want to find what it measures to cover the inside. Got tongue-tied there. We want to cover the inside for area. Okay? Now, I have no lines on here. We started out doing this with lines all over the place. Well, there are none now, but you can still imagine that they're there. The 4 tells me I'm going to have how many rows going across? 4. The 4 tells me I'm going to have how many columns coming down? 4. When those lines intersect, they're going to make the squares. They're going to make the grid that we see on the inside. They're going to make those squares. Okay? And we're going to know that we have 4 rows of 4. So there's going to be 4, 4, 4, 4. We're going to have 4 times. We can find area. Remember, area can be found by doing length times width. Length is one direction, width is the other direction. So I can do 4 times 4, and I'll get the area. 4 times 4 is 16 square inches. We always do area in squares, okay? So you may not always have the lines. So you have to know how can you find it. You can do that by length times width. So real quick, if I had another figure that was like this, and it was 5 and 3, I'd have 3 rows of 5, right? 3 rows of 5. What's 3 times 5? What would the area be? It would be 15. You can find the area by doing length times width. Guys, keep working hard because you're getting smarter. I can see it happening. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.